our team. Or is comfortable with Terran macro mechanics. Wayne plays all races. Alright. Wayne, you take over the macro, make a depot. And if I'm directing like any basic macro things or like anything that's happening that's not microing on the other side of the map with your units, that's gonna be you. When we start out, obviously you guys don't have too much to do. Omega, Jackson, Zaydan, Cybrin. Do you have any preferences on what you want to do in the game? Who's sending out that scout right now, by the way? We don't need another depot, but Jackson, send out the scout. I guess. We'll just Herc rush? Okay, we'll Herc micro. Omega, if you could lay down the other gas too. Need double gas for Herc? Yeah, it costs 100 each Herc, and the upgrade costs 100 gas, so. You're gonna want another barracks here in a moment. Alright. Zaydan, handle the defense of the probe. That includes repair micro. Jackson, just keep that scout alive as long as you can. See what you can see. We're gonna want, it requires a tech lab for Herc, so get a tech lab and throw up an orbital after this. Alright. Cancel the STV and make an orbital, please win. And Zaydan, get a tech lab on this barracks. Jackson, C? Okay. We need an NG bay, guys. We need an NG bay. Wayne, get an NG bay. And you need to... We need to keep making Marines out of that other barracks because this is more than likely an Oracle right now. Zaydan, it's going to be your responsibility to micro the SCVs away from the Oracle. Wayne, it's your responsibility to get the defenses up. Jackson, it's your responsibility to micro the Marines. And Omega, it's going to be your responsibility to micro this first Herc that comes out of the barracks here. We're going to make one Herc, and then we're going to make Marines out of the other one. And also, Wayne, if you could pull off of the left gas, because right now we're not going to be using that much gas. Omega, give me the Herc upgrade, please, from the tech lab. Wish I had a production tab here, but there's a turret coming up. Now this could be DTs. Do we have a wall here? Just Jackson, if you could give me a turret at the front. It's all you, Omega. You can lift the depot, lift the racks, and get out after this Marine. Okay, now that the turret's up, if you could pull, well, you don't need to pull out of gas, you have full saturation, but we're going to want an expansion pretty soon. There's a Stalker outside the front, just run the Herc by, run the Herc by. Stalker's not that important. Wayne, if you could get a bunker up at the front. Well, I guess Marines can get out of there. But a bunker behind the tech lab. And Jackson handle the Marine micro. The Zayton, if you could micro the SCVs to repair against the Stalker and the bunkers and stuff. Omega, run the Herc by and hit as the upgrade is finishing and go straight for the probes. Because it two-shots probes and it has AoE, so now's the time to run that Herc by. Wayne, just depots and a factory now as well. Oh, you already got the factory. Go straight for the probes. Target probes. You can grapple in, remember. There's the upgrade. So they have an expo up right now, which makes this quite difficult. Alright. Wayne, can we... No, we don't have a scan. Alright, get an expo up at the high ground. We got +1 in the way, on the way rather. Give me double Hellion production off that reactor wing, and also a medevac coming out. And we're all going to have our jobs to do. What we're going to do is a Hellion drop with a combination attack at the front. Now we're going to do a Marine drop with a Herc attack and a Hellion run-by simultaneously. That's what the plan is right now. So just make sure we keep up on that. The CC's coming up, but just keep producing Hercs and Marines as well. And if you could get combat shields here. Nah, actually cancel that get stim, because there's not going to be enough Marines to matter either way. You can salvage the bunker. He has an expansion wing. And here's how this is going to go. I want you to load up all the Marines into the medevac. Jackson, that's your responsibility. Give me a scan, Wayne. And actually, no. Okay, everybody defend. Jackson, defend. The Hercs are you, Omega. The Hellions are going to be you, Zayton. And the drop is going to be Jackson. And that's how it's going to go. Wayne, take the depots down. And Jackson, micro that medevac over. If you could drop the Hellion out of it, and Wayne, just focus on continually producing these units. Alright, now, the original plan is still in place with the first 3 Hellions. We're waiting until the 3 Hellions, but Jackson, you're going to be handling the Marine micro. You can grapple that probe, by the way. Handle the Marine micro, load it up. Well, okay, looks like they got Blink Stalkers. You guys got to defend. I'll control your stuff. And Zayton, I want you to run by with these Hellions. Just pick up all 3 Hellions and run them by. You can take this medevac for a drop, actually. Take the medevac and drop him at his high ground natural. Alright, the Hercs, move out with the Hercs as well. Yeah, just run by the Hellions. But the Hercs are just going to be for defending the Stalkers. Take the medevac at the high ground as well. Alright. Don't do the Hellion run by yet. Jackson, your responsibility is the drop. Zayton, you defend at home. Wayne, you micro the workers away. And I don't have my names up. But yeah, Zayton, you defend at home. Jackson, get the drop. And Omega, micro the Hellion run by towards his nat right now, because he's coming back to defend the drop. Wayne, just make sure those workers keep working. Jackson, make sure that drop stays alive, and I want to see a lot of kills on these Hellions when he moves back, but Jackson, pick up, and when he get photon overcharges, go to the main. Yeah, if you can get another expo, that'd be nice. Good job keeping up on the upgrades as well. Now just go towards the nat, just run by. Now, Zayton, move out with the forces at home. Jackson, join up with this and kill the sentries. Do you have stim? Stim's not done yet. Oh yeah, just Wayne, keep up on the macro at home. Zayton, get all your forces together. Do you have a medevac? There's 2 medevacs in the main. You're going to need those. Now, those Hellions, they stay there. Omega, I believe you were microing the Hellions. Alright. So we're going to divide up these units. I want a Hellion Marine drop. Jackson, pick up a Hellion Marine drop right now. And Zayton, you do the Herc run by at the natural. But yeah, the Hellions and the Marines go in 1 medevac. Jackson's going to take that medevac with him. Keep producing back at home, Wayne. Hit those supply depots. There's actually another medevac right here. And Omega, I want you to take the rest of the forces coming back at home in a minute. And can we get a combat shields upgrade out of the tech lab, as well as an armory, a couple more barracks, and just continue medevac production. But yeah, bring the Hercs over to this side. Wayne, if we could get a scan right there, if you have one ready. And this medevac doesn't really need to do a thing. Pull this one back, Omega. Alright. Jackson, get out with your drop for now. Bring it to the other base. And distract it. And now bring the Hercs out, drop him out over here, and then go in towards the middle line when he's distracted. Jackson, your job is to create a distraction. You gotta go straight for those probes, though, with the Hercs, otherwise they're useless. Wayne, keep on top of it. And Zayton, bring another Hellion run by out. Go for the probes. Grapple him. You gotta grapple. Gotta grapple the probes. Oh. Do you know the... Is there a grapple hotkey? Yeah, take out the pylon near our base, Omega. Jackson. is that you sending out another Marine drop. Just continue doing that. Zayton, take our Hellions and move them towards the 3rd base. And Wayne, just keep up the macro and give it a scan on here. This drop it out over here. Alright, give me another starport and Viking production as well as +1. And Omet. Who doesn't have anything to do right now? Does everybody have something to do? Jackson, drop the gnat. Drop the gnat. Pull these Hellions back. Do the Herc drop over here. Go for the probes. Jackson, go for the gnat. Zayton, go for the run by. And Omega, micro the Hercs. Ooh, looks like they're defended on all sides. So just put, well, pretty much everything together right now is what we want to do. But keep this drop in reserve. Keep producing the Vikings. And, well, we're going to need a couple more barracks as well, Win. Eventually here, but Jackson, try to keep this drop alive. Most importantly, the medevac. Alright, Zayton, split off one of these Hellions to the watchtower. Wayne, just make sure we don't get supply blocked and we keep up those upgrades, especially on the armory. And now just Viking production. Bring the Herc drop all the way around. Okay, Omega, take control of this Herc drop and bring it all the way around towards the Nat. The top base up here. But now we just gotta be focusing on macro. What I want, Wayne, I want you to focus on hitting depots, making sure there's no idle SCVs, and making extra production when you have the money. And Jackson, I want you to focus on producing Marines, Marauders, Widow Mines, and Vikings, as well as keeping up on those upgrades. That's what I want you guys to do. Zayton, I want you to make sure the army's in a good position, and I want you to split off Marines around the map looking for pylons and just making sure you have vision of everything. Bring this drop over to the mat if you can, and go straight for the probe line. Alright. Wayne, move the main command center to this base. I want Jackson just continue controlling the production. Zayton, see if you can get anything done with this run by here at this base, but it looks like they're going to execute an attack here. So, during this fight, when the fight actually happens, you're all going to have a responsibility. First responsibility is going to be Omega. You're going to be controlling the bio. You're going to be controlling just the bio. Anything that stims, you're controlling that. That's the medevacs, that's the Marines. Jackson, you're going to be controlling the Vikings. And Omega, you're going to be controlling the Hercs and the Widow Mines. And Wayne, you're going to be taking over production on everything. If we can get a scan out here, Wayne. Let's see if the army's there. But you guys keep it all together and make sure you continue producing. But make sure you guys all have your jobs, spread out the bio, and only control the Marauders and Marines. But go. Get those Vikings in position here. And converge. Go, 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 go. Stim it in. Bring the Vikings in as well. But yeah. Alright, bring everything. Kill it all. And we're going to carry this through. Keep controlling your units. Wayne, I need you to keep producing. Set a rally point on the other side. Don't worry about this fight. Transfer SCVs to this side, especially from, well, wherever you have some SCVs to transfer. And it's going to be your job right now, Wayne, to continue the rally. I want you to, okay, whoever was controlling the Widow Mines and the Hercs right now, stop controlling the Widow Mines and the Hercs. I want Omega to take control of everything on the ground, Jackson everything in the air, and I want Zayton to make sure all the units get to where they need to go, and I want Wayne to make sure that everything's producing and we're spending all our money. And if we're not, we're making more production and more command centers. But if we can get a scan on this base here. Alright, everybody go. You all have your jobs, let's go. I'm going to want to scan on that base, well, pretty much every 20 or 30 seconds, or try to keep a scan on his army. But I'll just ping for it, Wayne. Don't worry about it. But Zayton, remember those units are railing. Jackson, keep control of those Vikings. And Omega, you got everything on the ground right now. The only way they can kill us is with Templar. Wayne, make sure we have a Ghost Academy ready. The upgrades are looking good right now. Give me a scan up here if you have one. We're going to need to try to get vision. It looks like we don't have a scan ready. But yeah, keep those Widow Mines in position. There's nothing there. Go. Stim in. Keep those Vikings behind. Zayton, make sure that the units are being rallied to the fight. And you can actually be the one microing the units that get rallied to the fight right now. But it's time to stim in and go. Make sure to stim the bile. Keep those medevacs under control. And Jackson, actually micro the medevacs. There's no Colossi. Micro the medevacs so they're not out of position here. And Zayton, bring these units into the fight right now. Wayne, if we could get a scan in the back over here, see if there are any Templar waiting for us. We see there's a single Colossus. Jackson, pick up the Vikings and deal with that. 3-3 is done. Wayne, continue producing. Set the rally point across the map. Zayton, take control of these units. That's your force. Pull back, Omega, right now. Wait for Zayton. That's just your force. You just fight with these units. And just move it forward. Go in for the flank and finish them off. Join up, Omega. Omega, join up. Zayton, pull back. You guys both control your forces. Wayton, if you can bring Wayne, rather, if you can bring these units in and give me a scan. But all right, Omega, take control of everything on the ground here. Zayton, continue working on the rally point. Wayne, make sure we're spending our money. Jackson, keep control of those Vikings. The only thing they can do. Can we get a scan over here, Wayne? Do you have it ready? But get those Vikings in position. And you guys just make sure the bio does not get too clumped up against splash damage. But, yeah, go for it. Sim, micro back, but you should be able to take it out. Jackson, cut off any Colossi coming in. There are a couple more Colossi with the fight to take control of. But Wayne, keep producing. Make sure you're transferring SCVs to this base, and just keep on that macro. Give me a scan in the main here, but just drive it home, guys. You can fight that. Be careful not to stim too hard, but there's no Colossi producing right now. Jackson, you can bring the Vikings in and land them, and you can also bring the units up for the rally point. But you guys just do whatever you feel like right now, because we won. Good job, Wayne, on the macro. Good job keeping it up. We got too much supply. You guys are killing everything. GG! We did it. But thank you guys. Congratulations on the victory. I hope you enjoyed. But GG. Well played, guys. Way to work together. But thank you guys for playing. Multiple people versus a high-ranking person.